Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. I spend a lot of time out here doing what I do for you. I got a nice little lesson for you and a little flashback of a situation a few years ago, so I wanted to bring it up. So the question was, what's the difference between self mastery and self discovery? When it's done right, nothing. Let's talk about it. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my story. For life, I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya be true. Right thinkers, again, let's talk about what's the difference between self mastery and self discovery. Again, I've heard a lot of people claim self discovery. I claim self mastery. Let's see what's the difference. If done correct, none. When not done correct, world of difference. Let's see. Self knowledge. Again, that's what I have. Leads to self mastery, or what some people call self discovery. If done it right, again, only if it's done correctly, they're one and the same to me. Because self discovery is something that you can claim, but I can see your actions don't match what you say. Remember what they say. If what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. Why are they lying? Self discovery from another perspective. No, self discovery is what spirituality is called awakening or enlightenment of what? Oneself, aka to God. If you had self discovery and you don't know yourself or God, you didn't discover nothing. What did you discover? I see a lot of people not spiritually enlightened claiming to have self discovered themselves. Calm down. I laugh because y'all claiming falsehood and y'all want people to believe that you something who you're not. Okay, you ain't discovered nothing and you still just as dumb as the day is long about yourself. So you want everybody to believe because you quoting Bible verses and that you self-discovered? No, my man. I read the book. You ain't discovered Jack. And I told you that. Okay. But to know thyself, self-mastery is true self-discovery. Claiming self-discovery ain't true self-discovery. There's the difference. Okay. And it's done how you get self-mastery, excuse me, is by putting in your work daily, practicing your spiritual disciplines, putting yourself in position. Self-discovery, making a bunch of Bible quotes from the verses from the Bible, you ain't discover nothing. You just reiterated what's already been down. Using it to your decision, your benefit when you need be. When the question is asked, one question, you answer it with a Bible verse. That is self-discovery. Discovery, first of all, means what? To learn or to find something out that you didn't already know. Enlightenment, whatever. But to discover something that you still don't know, you ain't discovered it. Columbus discovered America. No, he didn't. But y'all still give him a praise and say he did. So we know about that nonsense. I'm way past that. But we're talking personal. When I had my conversation, again, personal, with God, I discovered the God in me from the things that I did led up to that situation. And when it happened, I really wasn't prepared, but I dealt with it. And from that point on, I know just what I'm doing. So I discovered my higher self within myself. Why? God is hidden. I'm in means hidden, not so motivated. Okay, at the end of the prayer, no, hidden one. You connecting with God inside you. And your goal as a right thinker is to find him for yourself. I'm just helping you on that road. Why? This is the road I took, and that's why I found him on this road. So that's why I'm taking you down the road I took to find him myself. So that's my job, to help you along that road. You got to put the work in. You don't need religion. I ain't saying, no, I just say you don't need religion, what? To find God within yourself. Put the work in. Study. Find people who wrote about how to do it. Follow it. And that's what I did 30 years ago. I'm still doing it. Moving on. And you just what? Have to live what you learn. You can read any book you got. You can read the Bible. If you ain't practicing it, what's the purpose of knowing the verses and that nonsense? All y'all doing is spouting out words and verses that people supposed to understand. You don't even understand half the stuff you said. So you ain't discovered nothing. I studied about God. I applied what I learned about God in my daily life. And guess what? I found God. That's all. It's just that simple. I put the work in, I applied it, and it worked. So I can tell you, no equivocation at all. This is what you need to do. Why? That's what I did. And when you becoming conscious, meaning this thing right here, of your what? Higher self, your God self, your true self, you made the what? The self-discovery. That's what you want to discover God, where he's inside you. That's what you want to discover. And if you didn't do that, you ain't discovered jack. When you discover yourself, you should know how you did it and what it means to self-discover. Don't just make the statement and then just leave it broad and don't really break nothing down and explain nothing but a bunch of Bible verses. I know, brother. I'm calling you out, but you know who you are. Well, you don't follow me no more, so make it different. I should call you out, but now I ain't got time for that. I know a brother who did what? You do it. See, wait a minute. To discover yourself, you should be able to know how you did it and what it does. What does it mean? So you can what? Explain it to other people. Articulate it so they can understand it. Okay. I got a lot of knowledge of things that I can't teach. Why? I ain't proficient in it and I refuse to embarrass myself by trying to act like I am. So I stay away from that stuff. I drop it every now and then, but I'm not here teaching that. I'm teaching what I know. That's me. God. I know a brother who wrote a book about self-discovering. Who didn't discover a damn thing? Simple as that. Flat out. Discovered a hustle. Leave that there. But if you claim, or I claim to have self-mastery, and the show, what? No self-control means I'm a liar. If I claim to be master right thinking, I'm master myself, I'm all this, and I'm acting a damn fool, what I'm saying ain't matching what I'm doing, I'm lying. Same applies to you. Okay, it ain't just me. Anybody hold accountable for the same thing. And if you claim self-discovery of yourself and your actions show otherwise, you're a liar. I'm telling you that to your face. Well, I know you are. And sooner you realize that, the better off maybe you would be. But you still thinking nobody knows. Yeah, a lot of people know. You full of crap. You just don't know that other people know. And they got the heart to tell you to your face, I do. Moving on. Get out of there. All right. Negative vibe. Get out there. Bad juju. But stop claiming to discover something that you didn't discover. That's what I'm saying. And rewriting biblical verses don't mean you discover yourself. Just mean you're a Bible quoter, thief. Okay, you stealing quotes and verses from the Bible. You ain't authenticized nothing of your own. You just using somebody else's stuff. Because that's why I didn't sell much. I give what I call, we in the information age, but I give useful information, stuff that you can use to help you change your life daily. Okay, So I don't get to pick and choose. Nope, I teach. In philosophy, I let it go. I'm not concerned with who watching, how many views I get. But no, that don't concern me no more. I'm doing what I do. Informing, enlightening you for those who tune in. I can't help you if you ain't here. So I'm here doing that for you. All you gotta do is tune in. I got you. Again, I got you. All you gotta do is tune in. All right. Self-mastery comes from learning, studying, and then living what you learned to prove that what? It works. And that's how you obtain self-mastery. Anything that you practice, you want to get better at. If you started in January, by June, July, you should be pretty proficient. And by next time January come around, you should have that thing pretty much together when you're ready for something else. I was a Mason. I taught each degree 1 year. They didn't like that. Well, I got it. No, I don't give a damn what you like. This is what we do. If you don't want to do what I do, go on about your business. Why? Because I'm not changing what I do to suit you. It don't work that way. Some people like think everybody got to acquiesce to them. Nah, no, that don't work. The spirits, the forces will work with you if you put yourself in a better position to use them. But a lot of people don't have a clue about that, so they keep getting the same old, same old. All right, nothing. I have been studying my Egyptian yoga mystery system philosophy for over 30 years now. That's just studying it. That's just reading it, studying it, practicing. Didn't nobody know what I was doing. They used to laugh at me. Yeah, we got them books. Yeah, we got them books. Now I got a little library laid out with, and I know every one of the books. Why could I read them? Yeah, I read. I just did a whole book last month, 30 days, book meditation. Gave you the information and knowledge about how to use this. It's still coming up. Why? I'm ahead of the game, so I'm still working on that. I'm a little bit ahead of y'all, so y'all try to catch up. I keep myself prepared, so I'm ahead of the game. That's my little personal thing. That's what I'm doing now. I'm putting my work in. My work is put in when I'm doing my lessons. When I put them out, that's the easy part. But this is the part when I'm working at right here. Let's go. This is what I like to do. I know a lot of Bible thumpers who only quote Bible verses, but they got no biblical knowledge. What you mean by that? Y'all quote the verses from the Bible, Psalm this, program that, and verse this and verse that. But what I don't see is what the after implementation of the Bible verse. They're there to teach you, not just how you recite them around people and say, well, Psalm so-and-so says so-and-so. Are you living by it? My church family, they lived that book. My pastor lived the book. And his answer to my question would do, how did you know 40, 50 years? You ain't, that's all he knows. You can't get no better answer than that. I couldn't argue. I said, okay, I get it. That's not normal. Okay, that's to me pretty extraordinary that you would stay that focused. All right. So, but yeah, I respect those who do that. But those who just quote, no, wearing a horse collar, excuse me, whatever y'all wear to preach collar, don't mean nothing to me. I ain't got to respect that. I'm looking at the person behind it. If you don't deserve respect, take it the hell off. First of all, I don't know how you got it, but I'm not respecting you because you got a collar on. Moving on. That's those who let their titles and positions speak for them. No, you should speak for the title. I got a title, the sage. I don't call myself that. That's what the definition of what I do. Simple as that. I just fit the title. I didn't make it. I'm a Capricorn. I was just born in that zodiac sign. But everything about me says Capricorn. So I wasn't born in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't look at it that way. Some people, well, I'm not this, I'm not that. I'm a man in a woman's body. Psychological. This thing here is the most sophisticated machinery known to man. And if it's not used right, thinking right, it's using this to your best ability. A lot of us don't have a clue. Moving on. I know, if you know a man, if you claim to be a man of God, you got the collar on, you claim to be a pastor, all that, but you should be what? A godly acting person. Don't wear the collar, don't tell me about this, that, and there, and then act devilish. If you're a man of God, you should be a man of God all the time. I've yet to see my pastor not be a pastor. He's a professional plumber. He know all about his profession, but he's a pastor all the time. You can call him right now. He'll pick up the phone, and if I need a prayer, he'll give it to me. I need an ear, he'll give it to me. I need a few minutes of his time, he'll give it to me. That's what pastors do. I know that why. That's what I use it for. I use it to my benefit. When I got a question, I take it to him. Moving on. And I'm there every week to get my lessons. So I'm not going to open that book. Why? I ain't got no use for that. But the information I get from him, I can use that. So moving on. Again, if you're a man of God, you should be godly. But if you claim to be a man of God and you doing devilish things every chance you get, what you think your outcome going to be? You might get benefits of money. You might have pleasures and stuff. But at Judgment Day, you can be found guilty. And that's when it counts. My self-knowledge of God holds me accountable to what? Live right. I ain't just claim to be a man of God and walk around all holy and proper and not, no, and then acting the fool. Nope. I conduct myself in a respectful manner all the time. That's being godly. Okay, that's the God-fearing men. They conduct themselves in that manner all the time. So, because you got a collar, you got a title, you got a position, don't make you godly. You can't talk God all you want. You can talk it, but if you ain't walking it, you ain't living it, stop doing it. Why? It looks bad on you. Nah, I'm just looking at the dude. Really? Really? So that's why I just let it go and let you deal with that. Let you and y'all have that thing. It's personal with me. I don't have to call you out. I ain't got to put you on Front Street. I ain't got to blow up your spot. All I got to do is recognize you for who you are, and I deal with you accordingly. Moving on. That's how. To know thyself means you have what? Discovered. Self-discovery. That's what self-discovery and knowing thyself or self-mastery, when they become the same. Because if you did the things you need to do to know thyself and reach the level of self-discovery by finding God, and that's the result of your own self-effort to what? For self-improvement. If an ignorant person wants to change from being ignorant, he got to get enlightened. Some ignorant people don't mind being ignorant, so they're not trying to get enlightened. They're just going to continue to remain ignorant. Those are the ones you what? Leave them alone. Avoid them. They're dangerous to themselves and anybody around them. So those kind of people, y'all call them toxic. Y'all give names for everything. Okay, yeah, but I just use the old-fashioned remedy, okay? It still works. Watch the discernment. I can discern if you are who you say you are, you claim to be. But what? Just observing. Just observing and listening. I can make a good decision from just that. It ain't personal. I ain't got to interact with you. No. I tell you, I talk about you from what I see about you. I ain't trying to be in your head. I ain't trying to think what you're thinking. Could care less about those things. I'm just telling you what I see about you. That's too easy to do. Well, they think you talk about me. Yeah. If this is you, that kind of person, yeah. Simple as that. Moving on. I can tell you that. You can read every book you can get your eyes in, but without no what? Participation, no practice and implementation of what you're learning. That's like having a bunch of money and don't spend it. What good having it? You ain't using it for nothing, just having it. Just, I got this, I got that. Ain't nobody benefiting from that. I got a truckload of knowledge. I give it away every day. That helps somebody, hopefully. But it ain't doing me no good just to have it, so I unload it on y'all. Maybe we can do you some good. I got it. I'm all this old stuff. Moving on. And again, I'm giving you life lessons. Why? I'm still learning life lessons. I'm still learning some things about myself that I need to learn to be better. Okay? And that's what I do daily. Okay? I'm just talking. I walk it. Acquiring, self-knowledge means you did some things. Okay? You had to put the work in. You don't just acquire self-knowledge. You got to go through experience and learn from experience and attain that knowledge which leads to wisdom. So you can what? Teach or articulate from what? Your own experience. Not from what the books say, not from what I heard, from what I experienced myself. I teach from that concept. And when you live in right, that shows what? Your self-mastery of yourself. Damn it, no. You need to implement for you. I do what I do for you, but I'm doing it for me first. Come on now. Self-improvement. The first law of right thinking, you have to what? Improve yourself, because self-improvement leads to self-discovery, aka self-mastery. And if you ask me, They both one and the same if done correctly. Again, I'm gonna make sure that interjection of correctly. A lot of people practice it and claim it, but they're not really because they're not doing it correctly. And if you done it correctly, we will see it ain't how much you say about it, it's what you do about it. Say that and be about that. Be about what you say. If what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. Why? They're liars. Hypocrites. Hypocrite is say one thing and do something else. So on the scale of my eye, if what they say ain't matching what they do, hypocrite, liar, same thing, same person. Wrapping it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm just doing what I do. Hope it can help you. Self-discovery again is finding out what that you and God are one and the same. That's the goal for a right thinking philosophy. We call it nihas, spiritual enlightenment, anointed, whatever you want to call it. Again, call it what you want. But in order for you to have it, you got to put the work in. That's self-improvement. That's self-effort. That's the lesson. That's my point. Hope you got it. I got to go. Right thinkers in closing. May you all live to be 100. Me 100 miles a day. So I've never known my right thinkers who either obtain self-mastery or reach self-discovery have passed away. Don't talk about it. Be about it.